Gentlemen, in today's video we're going to be tackling one of the challenges that a lot of men face. How to dress those heavier guys with a bigger physique and often a wider waist. On this channel so far we've looked at skinny guys in depth from significant personal experience. We've talked about muscular guys but haven't really touched much on the heavier set men. So for those of you who've been waiting patiently, here are my 5 top tips on how to dress heavier set guys. Now before we jump right into this, I do want to point out that a lot of people probably on YouTube or the internet generally will say, you know, you've got to get fitter, go to the gym more to get thinner. And to an extent, you know, that will help. If you're obviously trying to get fitter, losing some weight, you're probably going to find yourself fitting into more clothes much more easily. But for today, I'm just giving you guys simple style solutions. Tip number 1, build up the shoulder area. In a lot of cases, I see guys who are equally as wide around the waist, if not slightly wider than they are at the shoulder area, and it basically gives you this triangle shape. And what you guys really want to do if you're a guy with this physique is you want to extend and accentuate your shoulders as much as possible to sort of square this shape off a bit. This is going to aesthetically make you look more attractive. So how do you want to go about doing this? Well, often formal options can be really useful for you. I've mentioned shoulder padding in suit jackets and blazers before, so you guys want to utilize this to your advantage, absolutely. If you're a heavier set guy, you're going to want to go for something that's got a little bit more padding up top, so overall it balances you out. It puts your shoulders more in proportion with your waist. Even other types of coats and jackets that have got a bit more structure up at the top are really going to help you. And this is going to lead on to tip number 2, which is try these blazers and sport coats. A lot of bigger guys tend to wear, you know, a shirt under a big baggy jumper. Instead of that big baggy jumper, why not try something that's like a blazer or a sport coat, something that you can throw over the top as well, keep you potentially equally as warm, but it will actually look a bit better. You want to go for one that's got a slight tug at the waist, so it ends up giving you that proportion whereby your shoulders are still slightly wider than your waist, or at least that's the illusion that you guys want to give. The natural V-shaped cut of these blazers and sport coats really gives your body that illusion almost that it's a little bit tighter at the waist and a little bit wider at the top. Tip number 3 is try some slimmer trousers. And I am by no means saying that you heavier set guys out there should be trying skinny jeans. That's absolutely not the way to go. What I tend to see a lot in heavy set guys is they're wearing trousers that truly don't benefit them. Usually they're big, too long, too baggy around the whole leg, and this ends up making you just look a bit more sloppy and heavier overall. You don't want to be going for something that's bunching up at the ankle. You want to go for something a little bit slimmer. Maybe the slim fit if you're not, you know, significantly overweight, let's say, or I'd recommend for the majority of people perhaps watching this video, at least try the straight cut. The straight cut is going to be very similar sort of shape to the relaxed fit and loose fit, apart from it's just a little bit slimmer on the leg, and overall it's just going to give your body a much more streamlined appearance as you look up and down it. Tip number 4 is to do with patterns. You don't want to go for anything that's too complicated. Now in this department you can use stripes to your advantage. If you want to, you can go for something with slight vertical stripes, maybe even the pin stripes. I wouldn't go for anything too big and bold, but what this will do, it will make you look a little bit more elongated overall. Again, it's essentially giving you the illusion that you're not as wide as you actually are. But generally what I'd recommend for most guys is go for stuff that's really simple, classic, timeless, stuff like white Oxford shirt, simple items. You don't want to be going for anything with crazy patterns or giant screen prints on the front. It's a general style tip, but one that bigger guys definitely need to learn more about. And the final tip, tip number 5, is try and avoid untucked garments. Often if you're a bigger guy, you're usually having to buy quite big sizes, and this can often mean that the garments are quite long on you. I see a lot of guys wearing shirts untucked, often polo shirts, where they are quite big and baggy overall, but they're long as well. So if they're untucked, they're often hanging past their stomach and dangling over the edge, which actually makes them look wider. Try your best to utilize the tuck whenever possible. So if you've got the choice between a polo shirt and then a button-down shirt, similar to the one I'm wearing, but maybe with the long sleeves, then that's going to be a better option. By tucking this item in, you're showing a lot less baggy and excess material, and more baggy and excess material that you've got on you, it's going to make you look even heavier. And to round out today's video, I want to ask you guys out there a favour. I want to know your suggestions for the best places to shop if you're a bigger guy, because I know from trying to dress these bigger guys myself, it's really hard to find a good range of stuff. So let me know the best places to go in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, chaps, hopefully you found at least one of these tips useful, then make sure you leave the video a like. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I upload 3 times a week every single week to do the men's style, grooming, well-being, everything that you guys need to know to feel like a more attractive guy. And I'll see you guys on the next video.